So this is the gas line coming into it. Got your shut off right there, union right here. You got to pull this all out, shut off the gas, pop the union. You can get the water heater out.
Okay.
The gas is fed from above over to there to, you got the gas line coming in with the gas regulator.
Right.
That's a whole nother system. You got shut offs over there.
Mm-hmm.
So for the water heater itself, it has a disabling switch right here. If you got to get to this and you don't want to come and start flipping switches and gauges and all this stuff, just flip it over to disabled, kills it.
Okay.
It'll still have electrical power to it, so you got to make sure you're not, electrocuting
Switch.
yourself if you want to start doing
That's the
stuff.
other switch is.
So that's just a quick disable.
So now, a quick disable, if we have any particular reason why I would need to quickly disarm this thing?
If you want to come and work on it, if you
Okay.
have, if the relief valve is blowing off, if you need to figure it out, and for whatever reason, it's, instead of killing it, if it's getting too hot, you don't want to turn it all off, but you need to work on it. If you need to adjust some settings, you can shut it off, adjust the settings, turn it back
Now, would
on.
that be the same thing if I wanted to adjust the flow rate, the timing, circulation timing, anything over
You
there?
can leave it on. This is
Okay.
more of an emergency kind of a kill
Okay.
switch.
Now, let me ask you this. So obviously, this is all programmable. It's all solid circuit. So if we kill the power or this, is there a chance of losing memory
No,
in this?
No.
Okay, had battery backup?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
and remember all your settings.
okay, all right,
So this is actually backlit if you just hit the button.
okay.
So this is just the standby display. It shows the tank temperature and then the operating set point. So right now, the tank temperature, it'll drop just through the normal function of day. It'll drop a little bit, and then there's a range that this keeps it in. 145 is the target range. So as it drops down a few degrees, then it'll kick on, raise it back up. You don't want too tight of a window because then it's just turning on and off constantly.
Okay.
Too big, you're going to lose too much temperature, kind of a thing. So that's the current ones. Menu. You can adjust temperatures, the heater status, just information, current faults. If there's an issue, water heater's not working, come see what the fault is. It'll tell you it has, all the codes. Fault history, if you want to look back to all the issues that have ever happened, fault occurrence, and then reset it basically, restore factory defaults.
So now, at this point, can I arrow this up?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever I go into, like, say, fault history,
Then you got these three yellow buttons, select, back, or help. So you
Alright.
can hit select. And then this will show you that this first one, 10 days ago, 10 days, 18 hours, and 44 minutes ago, there was a low gas pressure fault, which we're having issues with the gas, and it was the regular, whole nother story.
Okay.
Part of our testing system. And so this will just show you that all the faults that have happened, and as you can see, it goes back, it keeps track. We had the same low gas pressure that we're working through.
so this won't keep it for the entire life, but we don't know how long it keeps the history.
It looks like it's just the 9 most recent ones.
Okay,
And if you have to have the tech support come out for this water heater, if there's issues, it's like, hey, we keep getting this fault, we don't know, something's defective on it, whatever, he can look through and see what the issues have been.
Okay.
Instead of, hey, it's making this sound and I
yeah.
don't. No,
This is
it'll
going to
show
tell you exactly what's going on.
Right.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
So I'll go back, and I can go up to
Current fault, which it says none off the
None.
side.
Okay, all right, so then there's nothing there. Can I hit help?
Sure.
Okay.
So into the temperatures, operating set point 145, the differential 8 degrees, so it'll give you an 8 degree fluctuation. The tank temperature right now is 139.
If I want to change, then I would boom hit
Hit
there.
change, go ahead, hit it. And then hit update.
And then do I arrow up or down? Would that change it?
Okay, so when it's on change, now I'm hitting the arrows,
Mm-hmm.
146, 147, so it's 1 degree increments.
Okay.
And then you hit update and it locks it back in.
Okay. So, all right, so
So hit
change, so then
change.
if you do hit change, then,
Yep,
then you
then you hit the arrows.
Then it, okay, boom, boom, all right.
And then hit update and that'll save
Then
it. Or you
hit
can,
update, yeah. Pretty simple.
And then if
the
you hit-
differential,
yep.
you got 8 degrees, we
You-
wanna change that, okay.
So if you want to bump that up to 10, go ahead and do that.
And then,
Done.
temperature.
Now that's not
That's just a
adjustable. That's
reading.
just
That's
saying.
just a reading.
Yeah, that's what it's at right
Okay.
now.
And the tank probe offset. Don't know what that.
Not 100% sure either.
Mhm.
Something in the owner's manual, which should be just hanging on the side there.
Okay.
I believe that's just giving you as the outgoing, you know,
Mhm.
instead of the temperature here versus lower, it's
And then this thing, if I walk off and leave it, it'll probably just default
Go back to the-
after a few moments.
yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. Is this exhaust?
That is the exhaust. The other one that looks like it coming in right here is the intake.
Mm-hmm.
Both lines go up overhead right above the door. That way it's pulling fresh air in. It's for the gas, for the combustion of it.
Okay.
So it'll suck air in, blow it out. You'll hear the sound of the fan kicking on. And actually, let's see, where are we at? 137. Okay, it should be kicking on soon. So what I'm going to do, this is the temperature and pressure relief valve.
Mm-hmm.
This will operate on its own if temperature gets too high,
Right.
pressure gets too high, dumps into the floor sink. So what I'm going to do right now is open this up, let it dump out a little bit, which as it's dumping out is going to bring cold water in,
Mm-hmm.
which will lower the tank temperature.
Right.
Then this will kick on, and you'll see on the display it'll go through the different steps of turning the unit on. And so we set it at a 10-degree differential, so now we're 9 degrees different. Oops, sorry, getting your feet wet over there.
So we really need to wash something off real fast.
There you
Okay.
go.
We gotta boil some potatoes. That's how we do it. We drain this thing down and it'll work. Well, the drain's working well.
And I only have this cracked open.
It'll flood
I
this
just
place
don't want
out.
to flood it yet. Okay, so here we go. It goes through the different stages, pre-purge, just making sure the gas is good.
Right now it's exhausting any possible
Mhm.
combustible gases. Now you just hit any of these buttons, it illuminates.
Yes. Now it says it's ignition, it's showing an electrical sign in the manual, and you can actually get through the menu here. It'll define what each little symbol is. Now it says it's turning the gas on,
And it's heating.
and you can hear the sound of the gas and the air moving. And it's on.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah. Pretty remarkable system. And when it's all said and done, do you guys do the final dust up on it, make sure it's pretty and shiny, or is that our guys?
HBC will make sure everything
HBC
gets
makes sure, all right.
a cleaning before it's
All right.
done.
This concerns me here. That's probably why they put that piece of board there. But there's no support underneath that.
No, I think that's just, that's not why the wood is there. Or, well, if you want, we can throw another piece of support down there.
I'd like that.
Okay.
I'd like that.